So we believe eventually in a couple of months the NBA season will return. But what happens going forward when it does return? There's a couple of things I want you to listen to. And first and foremost, which I find really interesting, no one knows this stuff better than Woj, our fine NBA insider, Adrian Wojnarowski. Yesterday on SportsCenter says the NBA may enact a seldom-used clause in contracts to withhold full player salaries.
There's a provision in the collective bargaining agreement. It's called the force majeure, and it's there for catastrophic events like war, natural disaster, and epidemic/pandemic. And the league has the ability to withhold based on canceled games, what games that aren't played and aren't made up.
And I guess that becomes interesting is the ripple effect of this, because you're talking about, all right, if a season like this is lost, and there was still, I know we joked about how little, comparatively fewer games were left after the All-Star break. It wasn't really half a season, but in that time period, I'm sure there were things that are, whether it's incentive in player contracts or just in general, the length of your deal and how it affects that term. If you sign for 4 years, how does this count against that, especially if now they're going to talk about withholding your pay?
Yeah, and again, because there's going to be canceled games. There's no way they're coming back, finishing the entire regular season, and then going into the postseason. I guess I shouldn't say no way, but it certainly doesn't seem likely. I guess let's put it that way.
It's not the most likely.
So there are going to be games that are going to be canceled, which they're talking about with this act to possibly not pay the players for it.
Boy, I have a tough time with
Well, listen, there are a lot of people around the country not getting paid.
Right.
There are unlimited amount of people that have been filing for unemployment. So, again, I know people listening are going, problems. Listen, don't want to hear their problems that they're not getting, $1 million of their $20 million or whatever. I get it. I understand that.
But it's always easy to say that when it's not your money.
But it's also the one thing is as a professional athlete, and I know this is true for the NFL. I'm not sure if it works the exact same with the NBA because of so many games, but you're only getting paid during the season. You're only getting paid when you played. And so if the idea is you'll be coming back for more games, I'm sure the NBA is saying, well, we're not going to pay you now and then pay you again then because we hope to have this back on track.
Again, I'd like a little more clarity in what we're talking about because, look, you're right. Most people don't care because they have other real-world issues, and these guys have a ton of money.
And a lot of people that don't have a job now are getting paid
I
until
understand
the job
all of
comes
that.
back.
But it's always it's like with contracts, right? The same thing with he should take less money. I always find it interesting that we're always more interested in somebody else's money other than our own. To me, and the NBA owners are flush. Let's just be clear about that. They are flush, okay? So I have a hard time with the players trying to do some of the things that the NFL, the NBA owners should be doing, although some are doing it, taking care of their players. I don't know how well this would go over.
Well, this is also something that is not just an NBA thing.
No, it's everywhere.
Force majeure deal is in a lot of contracts.
Almost every contract.
Yes, it absolutely is. Yeah, this will be interesting because obviously the union will have something to say as well.
That's exactly right. This will not be a one-sided discussion.